Hey everybody, and welcome back to part 2 of Texas Tea, the 4th campaign level of the Railroad Tycoon 3 campaign. So we pick off where we left off with part 1, which means that we have until 1918 or possibly 1919, depending on the way the game works, to have 15 million in company cash, 15 million in personal net worth. And also we need to haul 9 more loads of coffee. I still want to actually buy out these AI, and also I need to set the dividend as high as it'll go. I still want to buy out the AI if possible. And I also kind of want to connect every city on the map, but that's not really doable because of these hard to access Mexican cities that are kind of surrounded by mountains, but then again there might be ways into them. I mean, from Uvalde to Kuna is a potential connection, and then from there I could go to Langtree, Fort Davis, and then Presidio. San Miguel maybe as a way around I could connect up to there. But also I could go south from Albuquerque to El Paso, although that's quite a long way. And it would be quite expensive. So yeah, there are routes available. It's just kind of how much do I actually want to do them. So yeah, if we look at the personal net worth, we are currently in economic prosperity. Got 98,000 shares out of a maximum 352,000, so not quite a 30% stake in the company, but still very good. And we've got, you know, tiny bit of negative cash, but nothing major. We can make that back pretty easily. You know, because the dividend is $5.44 a share. So that's over $500,000 per year, just in dividends. If it stays at the rate it will, which if it stays at the rate it currently is, which it obviously won't. But anyway. So, how much coffee is there on the map? Because obviously we don't need to put any more oil. There is actually still a bit of coffee we can haul. Most profitable destination would be somewhere like well, Beaumont, or Beaumont. So we could do, yeah, Monterey to Beaumont via Pensy is still the quickest. Yeah. And also, the Pensy is so ugly that you only get 60% passenger revenue anyway, so you're not likely to get passengers. The problem is it's hauling it's only hauling 2 loads of coffee, and then the rest of it is all just clothing. So if we actually copy this train, then it hauls the rest of the coffee, and there are actually some passengers on the train anyway. Yeah, we may as well put down a car on that train. Let's save the game. So anyway, in terms of future expansion, I don't really know where I want to get to. No, I don't know where I actually want to connect to next. Monclova, which is in Mexico, seems to have a fair bit of cargo lying around in sort of logs and pulpwood. Monterey to Saltillo isn't really doable, which is a shame really, because Saltillo seems like it might have a bit of cargo lying around. Acuna is a possibility. Acuna to, or Uvalde to Acuna. Let's just do that quickly. Hopefully I can get away with not having silly gradients. Yeah, that works for now, but does it then is it then able to curve round? In fact, it doesn't really work, so I'm just going to do something like this, which is a lot simpler. From Acuna, I can then go to San Miguel, probably, I was going to say probably relatively easily, but looking at it, actually maybe not. Is there a way round there, maybe? No, I don't know. But let's just build a station in Acuna. Excuse me. Right. So Acuna, there's quite a lot of meat that we can ship over to San Antonio. Or actually, it'd be more possible to ship it over to Beaumont. There's also some passengers we can ship over to Beaumont or Houston. A tiny bit of coffee. But yeah, Acuna to Beaumont, whilst it's a long, long way, that could be very profitable. Might be an idea to actually build a track going from San Antonio more directly to Houston. Because at the moment, if you want to go from San Antonio to Houston, you've got to basically go through Austin. Whereas if we do something like this, trying to avoid this river bank, if at all possible. Then, yeah, you can basically go from San Antonio to Houston now, without having to go through Austin. Anyway, yeah, let's get a train going from... Is the Thatcher Perkins still the fastest, apart from the Pensy? Or are we better off... No. The 10-wheeler is slightly faster on flat land, but no, the Thatcher Perkins is still the king. So yeah, let's go Acuna to Houston. There are some passengers. We can put a dining car on, I suppose. And unfortunately, we are now basically out of money. But next expansion points could be, you know, maybe Langtree. But then we probably want to actually go into... Actually, from Odessa, we could go to Pecos and then Fort Davis, and then Presidio. I didn't actually realise at the time, but Acuna is actually in Mexico. But anyway. Tyre factory appear for the first time near Houston. That's all well and good, but is there actually any rubber lying around? There's 2 loads of rubber, and actually, the port in Houston supplies rubber, so that tyre factory might actually do okay, but then you've also got to question, is there actually any demand for tyres? No. So the tyre factory is going to maybe make tyres, but there's no actual demand for the tyres. Although, this scenario plays until 1918, so if the automobile factory appears, mind you we need steel for that, so there's some steel floating around, but it's very isolated and very limited. Although, these Shreveport warehouses can convert iron into steel without need for coal, which is interesting. But anyway, let's save the game and keep expanding. I think maybe connecting to Pecos could be good. I'm kind of tempted to just connect to El Dorado, claim the 100,000. Although there's not really anything in El Dorado, but let's just connect there anyway. Because you never know, there might be something there. Do get a free station. Because the station costs 100,000 and I get 100,000 just for connecting there. I mean, we can ship some logs over to Austin or San Angelo. A couple of passengers want to go to San Angelo. Yeah, let's just do El Dorado to San Angelo, which unfortunately is going to need maintenance and service. There you go. Just a very simple train. And then the next stop we can connect to Langtree, either via El Dorado or Kuna. Kuna might be easier. We also want to do a desert to Pecos, I reckon. Or Pecos. I think we've connected up most of the big cities, although Texline could be worthwhile to connect to. Oh yeah, we did connect to McAllister. Did that right at the end of last episode. Just do a bit of stock management. Might be worthwhile if we get an economic boom to refinance some of these bonds because they're particularly nasty, and I could probably get a couple of 5% bonds. Right, we've now got exactly 100,000 shares in our own company, which means calculating how much we get from the dividend is very easy. You just times that by 100,000. So we get 177,000 in dividend. Which is obviously assuming it stays at the rate that it is, which it won't do because it keeps going down, because the company doesn't have enough money to pay the dividend. Which is fair. Net worth has actually gone down a bit, the share price has gone down a bit, but oh well. Right, let's connect up Odessa to Pecos, which is what I was going to do, yep. And also, once I've hauled enough coffee, I can probably get rid of some unprofitable trains that are going from Monterey to various places. Speaking of which, we currently hauled 21 loads of coffee, so those trains... Yeah, those trains have almost arrived in Beaumont. 1, 2, 3, and a bit loads of coffee. Anyway, let's just do train going from Pecos to... Yeah, we can't really go to San Angelo, because obviously we'd have to use the AI track, so probably just go very simply Odessa to Pecos, and I know that's such a short route, but as long as it's profitable. With the dining car as well. And then maybe next stop Fort Davis. Or Langtree, I don't know. Company is profitable, but it's not tremendously profitable. I don't think we can actually buy out these companies because we would need many millions. Right, the Prairie 262 has become available. I think this, yeah, this is a fan-made locomotive, so you have to download it. I did get asked where do I download my mods, or sort of like where are my mods from. I'm running the 105 patch, not the 106 patch. 104 comes with Coast to Coast expansion, so that's like an official thing. 105 you might be able to download with, or you might be able to obtain it with the Steam locomotive. No pun intended, although I accidentally misspoke. You might be able to download the 105 patch with the Steam version of the game. I don't know if it comes pre-installed and pre-bundled. If not, you can get the 105 patch very easily as an executable that you just install from the Hawk and Badger Railroad, which is www.hawkdawg.com. HAWKDAWG.com. Or just Google Hawk and Badger, it'll come up. The extra locomotives and like passenger appeal modifications and stuff like that, it's all at Hawk and Badger. Hopefully you can find it. But yeah, anyway, I don't want to issue stock. I want to change the dividend, but I can't because I don't have enough money. But what I can do is probably connect up to Fort Davis, like I was planning to. or Langtree. I think Fort Davis might be worthwhile. And then Fort Davis to Presidio. Although Presidio, there's not a hell of a lot in Presidio. Fort Davis has a barracks, which could be worthwhile. So yeah, I think I'm going to be able to connect to every city in the US, but connecting all those Mexican cities is probably not doable. And also, I say connect to every city in the US, I mean, you know, including AI-controlled stations. I mean, there's nothing to stop me from building my own stations in these cities, but there's little point, kind of. Anyway, let's do Odessa to Fort Davis. And yeah, the Prairie is... it's only acceptable to passengers. It's the same initial cost and maintenance cost as the Thatcher Perkins, but it's got better stats in every way, although it's only acceptable to passengers. So you would lose out on... well, you'd go from 120% passenger revenue to 100%, but other than that it is better than every way basically, and it's faster on flat terrain. So let's do Fort Davis to Odessa. We can start in Odessa. Where's the track clear? Oh yeah, because this is like AI track, so... yeah, so basically even if we have a really profitable train, I think we still have to wait for AI trains anyway. So the Prairie 262 is basically a variant of the Atlantic. Yeah, because the Pacific is 462. I don't remember what the Atlantic is. The Atlantic might be like 442 or... yeah, because it is less than 462, so it might be like 442 or 282 or something like that, I don't remember. But anyway, it's a nice looking locomotive. Save the game. And the advantage is that it only becomes available in 1902, whereas the Atlantic and Pacific I think become available like 1910. I think the Pacific is pretty good, but I think it's also quite expensive from memory. Anyway, yeah, let's connect up Text Line. Actually, no. No, I'm going to try and see if I can connect to San Miguel. No, I'm not. Right, let's see if we can't connect to Presidio, maybe. Oh, I don't want double track. It's not going to be easy. Need some kind of junction like this, and then a bit... is there a way to avoid 4% gradients? No, probably not. Oh well, a bit of 4% gradient isn't the problem. The Prairie is not very good on hills though, that's the downside, whereas the Thatcher Perkins, it's not great on hills. Pensy, meanwhile, is actually pretty good on hills. Also, I can't quite drop down into Presidio how I want to. Very annoying. I'm out of money anyway. Really? Didn't I have like 1 million? I swear I had like $1 million or something. I suppose maybe because I had to pay upkeep in September, I don't know. But is there no easy way to get into Presidio that doesn't have like a ridiculously silly gradient? Huh, maybe going from Presidio to these cities isn't the best way. Maybe Presidio will just be a terminus type station. Because I was actually planning on building a bridge like over here, but I don't know, maybe that's not a good idea. I don't have any money anyway, so... Okay, well let's just delete this track. And then let's see how that goes when we have more money. Oh, train crash. Lost into Houston. That train's actually 13 years old. We do have quite a lot of passengers, but we might as well make it a prairie. I guess. Yeah, maybe just get rid of the dining car as well. Okay, we've now got a lot of money, so let's set the dividend back up. And save the game. Remember, at some point, we're going to basically need to save up our cash, because we need 15 million company cash. We still haven't actually hauled enough coffee, but I feel like I've got enough trains going from Monterey hauling the coffee, so there's not really much I can do about that. Yeah, because there's not really any... Well, there's coffee in Escalon, but obviously that's quite far away. And actually, there's a coffee farm in San Miguel. So were I able to somehow connect to San Miguel, that would be very good. But doing so is not going to be easy. That's the problem with Mexico, is that there's probably quite a lot of profit to be had, but figuring out routes is not easy because there's a lot of very nasty gradients. Is there no way to build track that doesn't have a ridiculous gradient to connect to Presidio? Yeah, that kind of works, I guess. But then I probably want to delete this bit of track here. Whoa. I definitely don't like that. Is there no way to have it so it's not a ridiculously stupid gradient coming out of that bridge? Oh dear. So I want something like, I don't know. There doesn't seem to be a way to do this without a stupid gradient. Which is annoying because I do want to build a bridge here and then connect to La Perla and Delicias. Also Chihuahua is over there and that's a big city. So I'm thinking maybe try and connect Picos to Sierra Blanca and then maybe Cuadraria, I don't know how you pronounce that. Albuquerque to El Paso should be reasonably doable, and then El Paso to there, Cuadraria. Can you tell I don't speak Spanish? That might actually be the way to go, because then I can probably do like Albuquerque to Chihuahua relatively easily. And from there I'm not really sure where I want to go. But I think basically just connect Presidio up something like this. There is a bit of 5% gradient, but I can deal with that. Let's save the game. Medium station will work. And then maintenance and service. Right, after all that effort, there's actually not a great deal in Presidio. what's in Odessa that we could ship over, maybe? It's quite annoying that that station doesn't cover the whole city. And I can't build a station on my own track that covers the whole city either, so I'm just going to have to make do. Right, let's do Odessa, which is like the nearest big city, really, to Presidio via a prairie. And then, I actually do want to connect Albuquerque up with El Paso and save the game. So we've used basically about half of our time. Net worth is going up. By a couple of shares. Right, let's try and connect Albuquerque up to El Paso. Bit of 3 and 4% gradient, but that's nothing too problematic. Yes, basically mostly flat. Oh, I'm out of money. Damn it. I just had enough money and then I've lost it all. Right. So El Paso will serve, or is fine with just a medium station. I am probably going to actually need 2 maintenance facilities and 2 service towers. And then, Albuquerque, we can ship some milk, a lot of meat, and a tiny bit of grain. Not really a great deal we could ship over. Some clothes there, some passengers and mail. Right, so it's not going to be an immensely profitable route, but I don't know. Actually, I'm making quite a lot of money hauling meat over. We've now got basically a 30% stake in the company, which is nice, in terms of shares. Although we do need a nice strong dividend to get rid of that tiny bit of negative cash. The other alternative is I just keep buying shares on the margin and just build the share price up that way and then build the net worth up as well. Normal economic growth, that's not good. Because if it had gone to boom, the stock would have probably split. So I think now's not the time to keep buying shares. I could have done with an economic boom, that's really annoying. There, we've got a lot of profit and a lot of money, which is very nice. So let's get a very strong dividend up. Save the game. Have we hauled enough coffee yet? Surely we have now. How have we not done that? I mean, it will do it eventually, but come on. Has that train got any coffee? No. It's a Pensy and it's just hauling a load of passengers and stuff. Oh well. I could just do like a freight-only train. Or like a train even just literally hauling... Yeah, freight only. We'll get a Pensy from Monterey to Beaumont. Any freight, we don't want passengers. Hauling clothing. Lots and lots of clothing. Let's do another one. More clothing. And a tiny bit of coffee. Let's set it to high priority. I mean, it's completely unnecessary because we would satisfy the coffee requirement anyway, but this just makes sure of it. So I could get 9% Or I could actually get like 8% bonds at the moment, so let's get some 8% bonds. Let's get rid of this 13% for starters. And this 12%. Yeah, and then the lowest after that is like 11%, so let's just get rid of that. Yeah, 8% gradient. 8% interest rather, not 8% gradient. It just saves us a bit of money on interest for a small cost. For a small initial cost, it saves us money year on year by not having to pay as much interest. So I think it's like, you know, it is worth doing. I mean, 8%, you know, it's not perfect, but it's better than what we were paying. There we go. So, average interest rate of 8.3%. I could lower that even further, but, you know, there's no need. I'm actually just going to buy 5,000 shares in my company right now. Right. Could connect up to Roswell, or I could continue this line. Actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to continue this line. And try and get to Chihuahua. Although I don't have enough money to do that right now. Damn, I can't quite connect this entire city up. I'll do that. This city whose name I can't pronounce. We can connect that to Albuquerque, and that might actually be more profitable, to be fair. I just realised as well that we still need to build like hotels and stuff in these cities. The cities with lots of express in them. They don't make much money, but they just make a little bit, and they might add a couple of extra passengers and stuff like that. Fort Smith. Yeah. Sorry, I temporarily forgot where that was. In fact, that might not be Oklahoma, that might actually be, like, Arkansas over there. I'm not sure. We did Albuquerque. Monterey, let's do Monterey. I only have enough for a hotel, but... Then a little bit of money came in, and I have enough now. Right. Okay, we now have, like, no company money, but that's not a concern right now. Let's save the game. I mean, I could even do, like, company stock buybacks. Which would drive the share price up and increase my share by simply reducing the amount of shares available for the company. New farming equipment promises revolution. Benjamin Holt introduced to the world today what he calls the tractor. Whilst making lives easier for crop-growing farms, cowboys say they will stick to their horses. I mean, okay. I don't know, like, what difference that really makes to me, or if it's just sort of a piece of historical information that bears no actual in-game impact. It might increase farm production, or it might decrease livestock production, or something, I don't know. Maybe make farms more efficient, but maybe make less demand for horses, therefore less demand for livestock or something, I don't know. Or it could just have absolutely no effect whatsoever, because you do get events like that. Where they're sort of interesting, but they have actually no effect on you. I don't think I can really build out from Chihuahua. Unless I can maybe get something like that going. but I don't need that right now, so let's do something like that. And then a large station actually perfectly covers the entire city. Brilliant. There's not a... well, there's a hell of a lot of wool in Chihuahua. We can also ship some clothes over. For small profit to Albuquerque, always ship them over to Lubbock. And also haul some passengers over to... well, there's quite a lot of passengers that actually want to go to Albuquerque. But there's also some passengers who want to go to Lubbock itself. What's in Lubbock that we could maybe ship over to Chihuahua? Not a great deal. What about stuff in Albuquerque? Again, not great. Oh, no, actually. Hauling logs over. So let's do... well, we don't have any money anyway. Let's get Prairie going from Chihuahua to Albuquerque. We could actually do another one going from Lubbock to Albuquerque. Let's do that. Well, not Lubbock to Albuquerque. Lubbock to Chihuahua. That's Fort Sumner. That's Lubbock. Yeah, it's not going to be very profitable, to be honest. Right, the 2D2 has become available. This is the first of the electric trains. It's actually the fastest locomotive that we have, and it is pretty decent on hills. It's very cheap to buy, very cheap to maintain. It's very good fuel economy, not very good acceleration. It's not good for passengers, although actually 90%, that's not bad. The only downside, of course, being it's electric. We would have to electrify our track. But all things considered, the 2D2 is actually pretty good. Oh, train crash. Fort Sumner to Santa Fe. Yeah, there you go, electric trains introduced. So let's replace that. I guess that could just be a prairie. Fort Sumner is over there, Santa Fe is over there, yeah, so it's pretty flat. The dividend's currently at 0. That's obviously going to change. Still not hauled the coffee. What are you doing, train? Why are you waiting for track to clear? You have high priority. Did I get another train with high priority or something? No. It's not AI track either, so I don't know why it's waiting for the track to clear. This should just have priority. Oh, poop. I didn't build maintenance and service here. So this train's now run out of water. And here. I also never actually connected up with El Sueco. I don't know how you pronounce that. It's mostly just these farms in the mine that I want to have, so something like that with a large station. Lots of iron we could ship over to places for a big profit, but they're all far away. Where's Fort Smith? Oh, Fort Smith, that's over there. Oh, yeah, no, that's miles away. Oh, that's really unfortunate. Okay, well, what about some passengers from El Sueco to Albuquerque, or maybe even Lubbock? Let's just do El Sueco. No, not that one. That one. To Albuquerque. Yeah, all these place names that I can't pronounce, it's getting quite annoying. But I think that's like El Sueco, but I'm obviously probably completely wrong. Right, my net worth is climbing, which is good, and we are now in economic prosperity again. If we get a boom, that'll obviously help us a lot. Yeah, Chihuahua to Albuquerque, I did actually put more water towers on. Odessa to Fort Davis. Did I not build... Okay, I didn't build water towers there. Yeah, the Prairie does have above average fuel economy, but obviously it's still quite a long way to go. steam trains need regular stops as well. I do want to connect San Miguel, but there's not really any option to do so, unfortunately. Yeah, there's not really any way to do that, because it's kind of surrounded by mountains. I was hoping that there'd be a way maybe from Chihuahua. I guess there is if I build down here and then connect to La Perla. And then San Miguel that way. That could be doable. Let's set the dividend back up. Right, now hold 32 loads of coffee. This train can basically now be retired. So, if we take a look at our trains, we do have some unprofitable ones. Yeah, Monterey to Beaumont. I don't know. Maybe just keep them anyway. I was thinking of getting rid of some unprofitable trains, but it could still be worthwhile to keep them just as a bit of extra. Is there any way to connect Monterey to Saltillo without having a ridiculously stupid gradient? I mean, I don't mind a long winding path, but I don't know. Laredo to Monclova could be worthwhile. Right, and I am going to remember the maintenance and service this time. So, Monclova, there's a hell of a lot of pulpwood, which we could ship over. There's nowhere nearby with a big profit. Logs, yeah, they want to go to Laredo. Let's do a couple of passengers. There's a bit of clothing in Laredo we could ship over to Monclova. Economic boom times, nice. That'll help. The share price, which means my net worth will go up. Right, let's do Monclova to Laredo. Brilliant. Maybe just save up a bit of cash, because bearing in mind we do need 15 million, and that's a lot. And also, the more money we have, the more money we can put in the dividend, and the more money we put in the dividend, the more my net worth goes up. Because we've hauled enough oil, well, loads of oil, and we've hauled enough coffee, so essentially all that's left now is yeah, company cash and net worth. Company cash is needed for bronze, but it'll probably be the last thing that I do, because the net worth will probably hit 15 million before the company cash does. I mean, I could even do like a company stock buyback. But then again, I do need company cash, as I said. Stock split 2 for 1, that's very nice. Yeah, my net worth is just crazy at the moment. Buy another load of shares. So I have actually hit 15 million in company net worth, although I've got a big negative cash at the moment. It's also very volatile because the share price will sort of fluctuate. Fertilizer factory has appeared near Wichita Falls. But are there actually any chemicals on the map? No. Is there any demand for fertiliser? Yes, by farms. But, wow. That could be worth buying. It's very cheap at the moment. I'm going to buy that. Just see how it does. We can ship the clothes over to, like, Fort Smith, for instance. So maybe Wichita Falls to Fort Smith. Yeah, the economic boom is helping tremendously. Because I'm just able to put in so much money into the dividend and my net worth just goes pretty crazy. In terms of extra expansion, I mean, I could connect to Leedy, I could connect to Texline, could connect to Texarkana, could connect to Roswell. It's a shame that you need 15 million in company cash, because as I say, I do want to keep expanding, but I daren't expand, because I dare not keep expanding, because I do need this 15 million in company cash. Gold imported, dollar still suffers. A lack of hard gold to back up the national currency led to the importing of millions of dollars worth of gold. Unfortunately, no benefits are in sight, and we're now in economic recession. Oh, for God's sake, this is ridiculous. Well, it's a good thing my net worth is pretty ridiculous anyway. A auto plant. Not an auto plant, a auto plant has appeared for the first time near Tulsa. Right, but unfortunately, I don't think there's any steel and tyres. Shreveport and Laredo, but they're both miles away. Tyres, yeah, there's no tyres, so we're not bothered about hauling automobiles. Yeah, my share price has just taken a massive tank, which is affecting my net worth. Not significantly, but at the rate we're going, I'd have 15 million in company cash in about 4 years or so, but I don't know. That would then give us the gold once I hit 15 million net worth. Oh, train crash. Monterey to Victoria. I actually probably don't really care about this train anymore, because it was basically set up to haul the coffee. Right, the Mastodon has become available. It's expensive to buy, expensive to maintain, decent stats, but it's very fast and very good on hills. This is another fan locomotive. If you compare it to the Prairie, it doesn't have as good stats. It's a lot more expensive to maintain than to buy, but it is very fast. On hills and flat land, it is very fast. But I think basically, I want to say it's... Is it better than the Pensy, except for reliability it's only average rather than above average? But other than that, it is basically better than the Pensy in every way. Yeah, so let's upgrade our Pensys to Mastodons. I'm aware that's going to cost a bit of money. And Prairies can be Prairies. Thatcher Perkins, we can keep the Thatcher Perkins, I guess, for now. Whoa, what the heck? How long has that been like that? I'm guessing that was probably an Austin to Monterey train, and it's just been stuck in Austin forever. Right, well, let's just retire that. And immediately I've got a frickin' train crash. Well, let's make this a let's make it a prairie. By 25,000 shares. Why not? Let's go big. And we've hit an economic depression. Yeah, so now is a great time to buy 25,000 shares in my own company. Whoops. I hope that doesn't come back to bite me. Chemical plant has appeared for the first time near Houston. Great. So those chemicals can be shipped over to... I forget where they were needed. Wichita Falls. Also Dallas. It sounds like there's a planet nearby or something. What is that? Is that the Camelback? Yeah, the Camelback sounds like a planet for some reason. Or like a very early steam locomotive from like the 1840s or 30s. Okay, the station in Fort Worth is extremely annoying because Fort Worth is now massive and yet it's only a medium station. Please, AI, just upgrade your stations. And also, I have no trains going to Fort... Well, actually, no, that's a lie. I just realised I have trains going from Mineral Wells to Fort Worth. But that's literally about the extent to which I can go to Fort Worth. Unless, actually, I can do Fort Worth north and do something like this. And then that way, I can go Fort Worth to like Wichita Falls or Oklahoma City or whatever. Okay, so let's do where's Fort Worth? Fort Worth to Oklahoma City. We'll do a Mastodon because that's nice and quick. It's actually not doing too much. And we can also do Fort Worth to Wichita Falls. Why not? Might as well put Dynacar on that train. And that one. Right, so yeah, we have hit economic depression. I think basically now we just need to sit back and wait for money to come in. And not expand, because, you know, if I keep expanding, there's no guarantee I'll hit 15 million company cash. Unfortunately, I can't take out any bonds. I can issue stock, but then that risks my net worth. But yeah, depression is really not what I want at this time. Wait, there's AI using track way the heck up here? That's insane. McAllister to Huntsville? Where's Huntsville? Huntsville's way the heck down... That's not my train. And yet it's using basically all of my track. I mean, that's fine by me. How much money am I making from... Wow, I'm actually making, like, almost $1 million just from miscellaneous revenue. Which is the AI using my track. That's ridiculous. Just use your own track. Ironically, even though the Dallas and Fort Worth company is cheaper, they're the ones I probably actually want to buy out, because they have control of, like, the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And I do want to run trains from Dallas to Austin. These guys, it's annoying that they control these cities, but I can kind of deal with it, because I've got trains going to Odessa, San Angelo. Abilene would be quite good to be able to connect to, but it's not essential. Yeah, my net worth is taking a big hit because my share price has just gone down. And we're just not making as much money either. Demand for oil and tyres skyrockets 25% because Ford has introduced the Model T. I mean, if I issue stock, that would raise company cash at the cost of my net worth, which is really annoying. I really hope this depression fixes itself soon, otherwise it could be a bit scuppered. I could do the economic boom, not economic depression. Well, so long for my dream of connecting every city on the map. It's just not going to happen. There's just no way to connect every city on the map at this point. Barely even making profits, to be fair. Wait, am I having to wait for AI trains? Because if so, that's really frickin' annoying. Not a great deal much I can do at this point. Besides just sit back and let money fall in, and hopefully I get 15 million in cash and net worth. Better times ahead, we're now in a recession, which is good. First military flight, 1910. Today marked the beginning of the US Air Force as the first military flight occurred in San Antonio. Interesting little tidbit of history. I can probably basically get rid of the dividend now at this point. I reckon the share price might be okay, and... oh great, livestock production plummets due to cow disease. So let's actually just get rid of the dividend, because that'll improve company profits. I'm not going to issue stock. Right, the Atlantic has become available. It's cheap to buy, but it's expensive to maintain. Fast acceleration is good for passengers. And it is actually faster than the Thatcher Perkins, I believe. So, yeah. So basically, any train that's a Thatcher Perkins that needs replacing can just be replaced with a an Atlantic. And to answer my own question, the Atlantic is a 442. The Prairie is 262. So they actually have the same number of wheels. Whereas the Pacific is a, also have a couple of skins. Pacific is 462. Just buy a couple of shares in the AI, why not? More shares in my own company as well. Yeah, I don't think I really want to do any more expanding at this point. Because there's not really any cities that are actually worth connecting to anyway. Apart from maybe like Texline, Leedy, Langtree maybe, but I kind of only be connecting them for connecting's sake, which I know is what I did in, like, Germantown and Go West. But at this point, when there's a risk of not actually getting bronze because I need the 15 million company cash, it's not really worth doing. The economy's back on track. I could issue stock, which would raise some money, but obviously it would hurt my net worth massively. I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to get gold. Bauxite mines appeared for the first time near Presidio. I can't imagine there's any demand for aluminium, or... well, there's a tiny bit of demand for aluminium. Oh yeah, because of the tool and die. they turn aluminium into goods. But I can't imagine there's any demand for bauxite, is what I actually meant. No, because there's no aluminium producing plants. So it's a bit flawed, that. Nacogdoches to Victoria. Is that just like... Where's Victoria? There's just not enough water, apparently. Even though there's like loads of water towers. I guess I'll build one over there. And over there. But it's still pretty crazy that it's like that low on water. Yeah, I don't think we've got any problems now that the economy's back on track, because that depression did hurt us, but we should be able to get 15 million in company cash. And the 15 million in net worth should be fine as well. Yeah, we're back to making like 4 million a year, so I reckon by the end of this year even, maybe, we'll have 15 million in company cash, and then that'll do it. So I mean, I could actually just like expand quickly now to like Texline and Leedy and try and connect every city on the map. Yeah, I can't buy out either of these companies, they're just way too expensive. Even if I had a 50% share in the company now, I'd need like 13, 14 million. To buy out one of them, never mind both of them. Right, Langtree is in the US, Fort Davis is in the US. Langtree, I'm trying to establish like how many cities in the US have I not connected to, not including the ones that the AI have connected to, obviously. So there's Langtree, Sierra Blanca, which could actually be quite easy to connect to be fair. Roswell, that's 3 cities. And then Leedy, Texline, that's 5. So I think there's only 5 cities left in the US that haven't actually got stations, be they mine or the AIs. So I'm going to save the game. And then in Mexico, there's quite a lot of cities, unfortunately, that still don't have any connection. San Miguel, Piedras Negras. Which actually, I could connect to Piedras Negras. And then La Perla, Delicias, Hidalgo, Del Paral, Escalon, Torreon, and Saltillo. Yeah. I could connect to those with the money I have, but then obviously I'd have to make another 15 million, which, if the economy stays like it is, would be doable. I think I'm actually going to connect Amarillo to Texline. I think I'm going to try and... I'll connect every city in the US, because I think I have enough money as it is to be able to do that and still have 15 million at the end. I kind of want a bridge over that, to be fair. But 3% gradient, that's no problem. Right, Texline is now connected. Yeah, large station, that's okay. Right. So we can just do a very simple train from Texline to Amarillo. With a dining car. And then Leedy. Managed to avoid most of the bad gradient. Probably do something like Lady to Oklahoma City, I imagine. Yeah, that's simplest. A lot of passengers on that train as well. Tulsa's already connected. Oh, Texarkana's already connected. Yeah, I think the only cities left in the US that I haven't connected to, or the AI haven't connected to, are Roswell, Langtree, and is that it? In the US? Because Piedras Negras is in Mexico. Langtree, Roswell, and that might actually be it. Yeah. Okay, well let's connect up with Roswell. Being able to build unconnected track is very useful in this scenario. And, for that matter, most scenarios, to be fair. There's not really a way to build a bridge like this that is... That's okay, I guess. Right. I don't know where we want to go Roswell to, but let's just do something like that. Right, Roswell. Quite a lot of clothes that we can ship over from Odessa and La Mesa, and also some passengers. There's some troops that we can ship over. So let's do Roswell to Odessa, which unfortunately is an AI station, but as I've said before, it doesn't really matter. And with a dining car as well. And then I think it's just Langtree left, and then that's every city in the US at least connected. Save the game again. Okay, so, actually, El Dorado. I sort of joked initially about El Dorado having, like, nothing on it, but this lumber mill appeared in 1907, and since then it's made huge profit. Although the oil refinery's not doing well, so can't quite upgrade. Why not? Is that house in the way? No, I can. Right. So, Langtree to Austin? Langtree to Austin is the simplest, I suppose. So let's just do that. There's Langtree, there's Austin. Right, I don't actually need... yeah, I don't need a dining car on that train. Okay. I'm going to need maintenance service there. Also put it there. Right, that is, I think, every city in the United States on this map that has a station. Including the AI ones, obviously. Yeah, I can't see any other cities that need stations in the US. Oh! Sierra Blanca. I knew there were like 5 cities in the US that needed stations. Yeah, Sierra Blanca, Langtree, and Roswell, Texline and Levy. Right, so Sierra Blanca is the last one, and then just very quickly check that is all of them. Yes, I think so. Okay, so Sierra Blanca is over there. It's not that easy to connect to, but I can do it via El Paso. Whoa. Yeah, I thought this was going to be a lot shallower than it's actually proven to be. Never mind, that works. That's actually pretty flat. So, Sierra Blanca has not a great deal that we can do. Actually, we can do Sierra Blanca to Albuquerque. There we go. Yeah, it's got loads of maintenance and service and stuff. That's good. Right, now sit back, let the money pile in, and hope the net worth stays above 15 million, which it should do. I mean, if the company cash wasn't an objective, then I would, you know, connect up like Chihuahua with Delicias and La Perla. I would find ways to probably connect every city on the map. But unfortunately I can't really do that right now. And have 15 million in company cash at the end. I just realised that Texarkana station isn't actually mine, it's the AI's. So I could connect Texarkana with Shreveport, for instance. That could be worthwhile doing. Let's just do that very quickly. It'd be funny if the AI used my track as well, and then I'd get even more money. Probably don't need a dining car on the train, but I've got one anyway. If we get economic prosperity, then that's even better for me. Yeah, I don't want to issue stock, I'm just thinking that if I did issue stock, I might still have 15 million in net worth, and then... To be fair, with the amount of money that we're making, I probably... Because I've got like 5 years. So I probably do have enough to keep expanding. And we're in economic prosperity now anyway, so... Yeah, so my net worth is not a problem anymore. Just keep checking the issue stock, but... I'm thinking maybe I'm gonna save the game, create a save called Texas T number 2, and just, yeah, sort of expand to like basically everywhere on the map, because there's only Mexico left. And try and connect every city on the map, and then hopefully I'll still have 15 million in company cash, and if I don't, then I'll just sort of reload the save and it'll be like this never happened. Bit nasty graded around here, but probably can't really be avoided too much. I suppose 4% isn't too bad. And then we're in Delicias, which hopefully translates to delicious in Spanish. because the thought of a city name being called Delicious is quite funny. There's a city in Germany called Essen, which translates to food, which I always find quite funny. Right, can I get from there, from La Perla to San Miguel with sensible gradients and without having to build like a massive bridge or something? I mean, I will build a massive bridge if I have to, but I was actually kind of hoping to build a massive bridge over that hill, but that doesn't seem like it's doable. So instead, if I come down this way, I'll do it with a sensible gradient, and then get a bridge, maybe? I mean, that's a stupid gradient. I don't really want that. Ah! Hold up. Can I build round here, and then up over there? Or alternatively, do something... Why isn't it letting me build a bridge there? That works. It looks pretty stupid, but it kind of works. I don't... It's not quite what I want. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, this is like a terminus anyway. I don't think I'm going to be really... I just noticed, actually, there might be an option to get trains going from, like, Piedras Negras up this sort of slope. Or maybe via there, but I don't know. I think San Miguel is basically... Shit, I've undone my own track that I actually did kind of want. I was going to say that I think San Miguel is going to be like a terminus anyway. Hang on, how did I have that bridge? Because it was actually really nice. Damn it, I've lost it. Yeah, something like that, that'll do. End of the day, we're not going to have much train traffic here anyway, so I'm not too bothered. Right, we need a station in La Perla. And Delicias. Okay, so Delicias, we can ship clothes over from Chihuahua. Not really much else to ship over. Yeah, because these clothes are very expensive actually in Delicias. But anyway, let's just get a simple train going from Delicias to Chihuahua. It's not going to be very profitable, but oh well. Oh, actually, it's quite profitable hauling wool. There's not much else we can ship over. And then La Perla, we can ship coal over to Chihuahua, a couple of passengers as well. Might as well use the Mastodon because it's really good on hills. And then San Miguel Again, there's not really much that we can deliver, but we might as well get a train going to Chihuahua again. San Miguel to Chihuahua with the dining car. Right. And let's save the game as Texas T2. Texas T is like our sort of safe save, where we're not massively expanding into Mexico. Yeah, let's connect up to Piedras Negras. And then do Piedras Negras to... Wow, there's a big demand for steel in Monterrey, actually. Big demand for livestock in Matamoros. Let's do Piedras Negras to Monterrey, actually. Wow, yeah, making a lot of money hauling the steel. Why is there a big demand for steel? Oh, because the tool and die. Right, yeah, okay. I think getting to Saltillo is going to be pretty dang difficult. Unfortunately. But yeah, let's save the game again. Looking for cities that don't have stations, and I think, yeah, it is just these Mexican ones now. So, let's connect Delicias to Hidalgo del Parral, or how you pronounce that, which unfortunately is sort of very mountainous. So, this is not going to be easy without a silly little, without a stupid gradient. Excuse me. No, I don't think this is going to be doable without the stupid gradient. Maybe go via Escalon. And then... Whoops, don't want that. Yay! And then, unfortunately, I still need to actually connect up with Delicias. Yay, there we go. So there's a bit of 6 and 5% gradient, but that's nothing majorly problematic. So, there's not really a great deal as I expected, but we can do Hidalgo del Parral to Chihuahua, and then we can also do, well, I need a station in Escalon actually. That's actually created a nasty gradient there, which I'm hoping I can fix with a hotel or something. Maybe a post office. Yeah, I don't like how that's ended up. Oh well. Right, we can do from here to, yeah, Chihuahua. It's basically just, Chihuahua's like the main station at this point. So Escalon to Chihuahua, that's going to need to be a Mastodon, probably because of the gradients as well. In fact, did I make that? Yeah, that's going to need to be a Mastodon, not a Atlantic, because those gradients are pretty nasty. And then the next stop is Torreon, or Torreon, or how you pronounce it. Yeah, unfortunately I'm going to have to build out with this silly little gradient that's just suddenly appeared. There we go. Torreon has a station. That's nice. And yeah, do Torreon to Chihuahua with a Mastodon. So Chihuahua's going to get a lot of train traffic. And then the only city left is Saltillo, which is not going to be easy to connect to, and unfortunately I do kind of want to connect Saltillo up with Monterey, but that's not really going to be doable either. At least going this way you do get a nice flat bit before the inevitable ridiculous steep incline. I'm wondering if it's easier to go up this way maybe? But how on earth do you get to Saltillo without a ridiculous gradient? You can tunnel through there and then build down through here. Would that work? Wow, that actually works. Okay, so get rid of this track. And yeah, this is the way to go. It's going to cost me basically all my company money, but we're also going to have like 4% gradient in places, but yeah, we can get to Saltillo this way. And there you go. And for all that effort, what is actually in Saltillo? Probably not a great deal. Actually, there's quite a lot of passengers that unfortunately want to go to Monterey, but there's also quite a lot of passengers who want to go to Chihuahua, although that's a hell of a long way. If I manage to connect to Monterey up with Saltillo, I mean, I did actually have... Yeah, I mean, you can tunnel through with a constant 6% gradient for like 3 million. But who's going to want to do that? That's just stupid. I feel like there has to be a way through here from Monterey to Saltillo. Somehow. Like, yeah, I'd probably have to tunnel through, that's the problem. That's going to cost a lot of money. Is this anywhere near? No, because I'd still have to actually... I don't think Monterey to Saltillo is really doable. Ooh, hello. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty nasty track, but Monterey is now connected up with Saltillo via Torreon. It's a hell of a long way. Only maintenance here and there and everywhere. Right, so let's do Saltillo via Mastodons to Monterey. There's a dining car, and we can also do Saltillo to Chihuahua, assuming there's still actually enough to fall over. Yeah, a dozen passengers. Right. Save the game as Texas T2. We now are completely out of money, so basically all we do now is just sit back and let money pile in. And that means that every city on the map has a station. I'm not going to have any dividend. Right, so we've basically got 4 years, maybe 5 years, with which to make like sort of 13.5 million in profit, which, if the economy stays like it is doing, then that, in theory, is doable. So when I set out this game, at the end of part 1, I didn't think I'd be connecting every city on the map. But yeah, now I just basically have to sit back and let the money pile in. And yeah, Pacific has just become available. Pacific is actually, I mean, it's useless on hills, but compared to the Atlantic, it doesn't have the acceleration, and it is cheaper, it's more expensive to buy and maintain, but it's a lot faster. I've also got some skins for the Pacific as well. San Miguel to Chihuahua. Yeah, as expected, that's not really a profitable train. We don't need the diamond car. Yeah, a lot of these Mexican trains are not going to be profitable. I'll probably issue stock at this point and probably still have 15 million in net worth. It's a shame that I can't buy these guys out, but they were just too profitable. I didn't think they would be as successful as they were, but then, you know, Dallas and Fort Worth is always going to be profitable. This is hauling clothing for an immense profit. That's pretty crazy. Fortunately, we aren't making as much money this year. Well, actually, no, I mean, making a lot of money in December, so... yeah, still need to make like 9 million. I am tempted to issue some stock, which would drive my net worth down but increase company cash. I'm probably also going to find a city now that doesn't have a station. Oh, economic boom times, that'll help a lot. Yeah, I'm probably going to find a city now on this map that doesn't have a station, that's going to be really annoying. Pretty sure I connected everywhere. Also, what would Torreon to Monterey be like? Probably quite worthwhile. Probably need a Mastodon, because the gradient's pretty severe. A couple of passengers and quite a lot of wool. No, I think we've done it, honestly. Especially this boom is helping tremendously. Save the game. So, like I said, I've not managed to connect every city on the map myself, but every city on the map is connected. It's just a shame that the AI were ridiculously profitable and successful, and, you know, I can't do anything about that, unfortunately. I could probably issue stock twice now and probably just win the scenario. And still have 15 million in net worth, so... I'm not going to do that, I'm just saying I probably could get away with doing that. One other alternative would be to like issue stock and then... yeah, issue stock and then like buy a load of stock for myself to drive up the share price, and then... I don't know. Unrest in Poland. I mean, I wonder why that might be. It's not like there's a war going on or anything, you know. I mean, obviously people talk about the Western Front in the First World War, but there was fighting on the Eastern Front. And also, Poland didn't actually exist in 1916 as an independent country. It was part of Russia. Although in 1916, it's like I say, Eastern Front fighting. Stainless steel introduced. Locomotive builders incorporate Henry Brearley's new steel. Improved reliability and higher costs expected. Okay. Yeah, we only need to make like 3 million in cash now, which we will do easily. So probably by the end of this year we'll we'll have the gold. I'll save the game. Yeah, those guys are just way too profitable and impossible to catch. Attack in Mexico. Rebels led by Pancho Villa, or Pancho Villa, kill 18 American passengers. Passenger traffic to Mexico plummets 20%. That's to Mexico, but doesn't really say anything about passenger traffic like from Mexico to Mexico or from Mexico to the United States. But I'm not really concerned at this point. Yeah, my personal net worth just exploded because of this economic boom. I was worried about it being 15 million, it's actually like almost 26 million now. And there you go. I have no idea what "well bowl me over and call me Daisy" means. I'm sure it makes sense to people in Texas. Well, bowl me over and call me Daisy. You've done rustled yourself up a mighty fine win. Hats off to you. Yeah, that second bit I understand. It's the bowl me over and call me Daisy part I don't really understand. But anyway, let's save the game. I'm actually going to save over part 1, because I don't really need the part 2 anymore. So yeah, it was basically unnecessary expanding this much into Mexico, because it's probably unprofitable to do so, and the track was very expensive and fiddly to build. Yeah, every city on the map has a station. That's all I can really say. And I've said before that I wasn't able to catch the AI. You know, they're just way too profitable. But yeah, every city on the map has a station in some form or another. The final net worth was 26 million, although net worth is very volatile. Like, if we went from booming to prosperity now, my share price would plummet and, or, you know, not plummet, but it would go down, and therefore my net worth would go down. It would still be above 15 million, but, you know, it would go down. But this late game economic boom was brilliant. Just what I needed. So yeah, we've ended up with 26 million net worth, 85 loads of coffee, which is not loads, but, you know, it's quite a lot more than the 30 that we needed. 446 loads of oil, so, you know, you can just do that really without trying. And 16 million in company cash. So, yeah, all in all, it's not a difficult scenario, but it is a fun one. The fan-made locomotives did make it a lot easier, because Thatcher Perkins up to 1900 is just ridiculous. Admittedly, from like 1900 onwards, I did have a bit of a problem because, you know, the Prairie only became available in 1902, so once 1900 hit, I did have a bit of a problem because the Thatcher Perkins wasn't that good. But the Prairie's pretty good. 2D2 is the only electric locomotive that actually became available. There might be electric locomotives become available in 1917, maybe 1918, but, you know, by then you basically won the scenario anyway. So it is another steam-only scenario, really. You don't need electric. You know, if you played until like 1930s, then I would say, like, yeah, go electric, but, you know, it could be worthwhile. I mean, just out of interest, it would cost almost 13 million to upgrade all my track to electric. So, whilst I wouldn't have to upgrade all the track to electric, I'm just saying if I did want to start running 2D2s, it would be immensely expensive to set up that infrastructure. But yeah, so it's a steam locomotive only scenario. And yeah, I don't really have much else to say. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed part 1 as well. So thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe. The next campaign scenario is war effort, which is the 5th one, and it's the last one in the United States in the campaign. It is pretty quick and easy, in all honesty. It's more of a puzzle, because you don't actually build any track or trains, or buy stocks or shares, or buy industry or anything. And it's also, like, it only takes place over the course of about a week. But it's the East Coast of the United States, so it's like New York, Philadelphia, Washington DC, Baltimore, and then like a few other cities in like Virginia and Maryland and Pennsylvania. But yeah, so it'll be quite a short video. But then after that, we move into Europe with the state of Germany, which is probably, in my opinion, the second hardest scenario. I don't know if I've ever managed to get gold on hard on that one. I've got silver, but not gold, because I think you need net worth, and it's difficult. You need to make a lot of money and net worth. And there might be industry profit goals as well. Yeah, it is a tough scenario. But anyway, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Take care, folks. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.